Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay, that's a great way to begin. Welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Venus Opal Reese with defyimpossible.com. And today we are having an amazing conversation, okay? And it's called 10K on your own terms, okay? The number one secret, okay, see, what did I say it? I said it called the number one secret to transition from a job that's sucking the life out of you to being your own well-paid boss. Okay, so I want to make sure you know you're in the right place. And for people who are new to me, I need to say welcome. All right. And this part of my flow is I genuinely give us a couple of minutes just to let people get on the line, right? Because my 8 o'clock could be someone else's 7:58, and it always feels awkward starting late with people because people work out. People work out their lives to participate, to be on these trainings. So I'm gonna ask something of you as we begin our relationship. Okay, is that you grant grace, please. Grant grace to me, grant grace to the people who are coming on, and get ready. I promise you, it will be so worth the wait. I promise you that. Okay? So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. And as I give it a couple of minutes, I just want to let me begin with my deep, just my deep love and appreciation for who you are as a human being. You see, I'm very clear that if you are here with me right now, you are a human being who's up to great things. You are what I would call a giant. You're a sleeping giant, maybe, but you're a giant, okay? And you have something beautiful to give the world. You know that your life is meant to do something great. And it's not okay with you to be stuck in a cubicle making somebody else rich who doesn't even deserve you, who doesn't even honor you. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you're even in this conversation lets me know who you are. See, I don't have to know your story to know your spirit. And I want you to know I love your spirit. And I need you to roll with me. And I know I'm new to you. I know something like, who is this chick saying she loved me? We ain't even been on the phone, been together for like 2 minutes, right? But I love your spirit. You see, I understand what it takes to get up off the mat. I understand what it takes to say, you know what? My life is bigger than this. And it's not okay with me to just be used, take it for granted, be disregarded. Whatever that circumstance is, I'm clear about it. But I feel you. I'm there. I just want you to know that I see you. As we begin our walk together, I want you to know that I love you and I love what you're up to. And it is a joy for me to pour into you. Okay? So, okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and officially start. So my name is Dr. Venus Opal Reese. And I am known by many as the Defy Impossible expert. And the reason why I'm known as such is because by the time I was 16, I was living on the streets. My mama put me out. Things weren't okay in her house. And I never went back. And I remember specifically literally sitting on if anyone, I don't know if anyone's here who's from Baltimore, but Federal and Monument Street, that was my spot. And I remember sitting on that street corner, literally steeped in urine and beer. And I remembered, I just began to pray. Do you know the prayer? You know the one I'm talking about, right? The one that's like, God, please help me. It's got 4 words in it. It's not elaborate. It's just real. And the answer to that prayer came in the form of my ninth grade math teacher. Her name is Judy Mae Francis. And I came to school the very next day, smelling unkept, because I couldn't take care of myself. I couldn't bathe. I wasn't clean. Okay. And she didn't shame me. Have you ever met somebody who could see you were going through some things and they didn't out you, they didn't hurt your pride? Because of that, at that moment that had happened, it would just knock you to your knees. Well, that's what she was like for me. That's what Miss Francis did for me. She helped me get myself cleaned up. She gave me a warm meal, and she dropped me back off at the corner of Federal and Monument Street. And long story short, over time we developed a trust relationship that all happened in the unsaid. I never had to explain. I never had to tell. And where I come from, you never tell. It's not, that's a beat down. So we don't do that. But she was the one who helped me. This regular old high school teacher, inner city high school teacher, literally saved my life and saved my spirit. And she did so much that I can't get into now because that's not the point of this. But the bottom line is, she taught me through her actions, not her words. She taught me through her actions that I mattered, that I had worth and value beyond being somebody's whipping post, somebody's trash bag, somebody's dumping ground. She taught me that I mattered. And I figured if y'all would think by now I would know to have some tissue, right? She taught me that I mattered, and I figured if I could see me the way Miss Francis saw me, then maybe I could do something with my life. And that was it, y'all. There was nothing, that was it. And 14 years later, I graduated from Stanford University with a second master's degree and a PhD. Now, since then, I've done other things. I've closed a show off Broadway. I'm a tenured professor. Oh, baby, thank you. This is what it means to be loved. Tissue, okay? You love me. I'm getting married, y'all. Don't get me on that one. I won't even be able to focus, right? But I've been featured on ABC News, NBC News, Diversity Inc., the Associated Press. I've consulted O Magazine. I've done several spots on the Tom Joyner Morning Show. I'm going to be doing a segment with Heart and Soul Magazine TV that's coming up this upcoming week. I'm a published author. I have a radio show that has 27,000 subscribers, iPod subscribers for my iTunes channel. I'm saying all that to say, and I'm sorry, and I have clients who within the last 2 years have generated over $3 million, all right? And I fast-tracked to the 7-figure mark in 2 years, all right? And my quantum leap came about a year and some change ago, okay? Where I went from bringing home 47,000 to generating over 400,000 and in revenue. And I'm saying all that to say that the whole point of me doing this training is because I know you want that kind of freedom, but you just don't know how. And the irony is I do, not because I'm smarter than you or anybody else. It's not that kind of party. But I was able to take all the survival that I learned on the streets and turn it into a system that I learned how to monetize. Okay? So I do webinars, I do live events, I do teleseminars, I do VIP days, I do very exclusive one-on-one mentoring. I have a brilliant crew of bad chicks. Where my sisters at? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I need to tell y'all, I speak street. I am bilingual. Like some people speak Spanish, some people speak French. I literally speak street. So I'm bilingual Okay? And I'm saying that because I flip between street and Stanford language. So sometimes I sound like a professor or philosopher, and sometimes I sound like the chick from who just came off the curb. Okay? But I promise you that no matter how I bring it, whether I bring it street or whether I bring it Stanford, it's always going to be in service of your highest good. So I'm just going to ask you to be gentle with me, be patient with me. My work is my words. I'm completely imperfect. Rest assured. I believe in imperfect action. You don't have to be you don't have to be perfect to make a difference. Okay? Someone needed to hear that. You need to write that down. That's for you. You don't have to be perfect to make a difference. And you don't have to be perfect to make money. Okay? But I'm saying all that to say that the reason why I'm doing this training is because, or this e-class, is because Nana is a teacher, and fundamentally, my life, I want to be for people who Nana is for me, right? And I realized, and I'm going to get into the lesson, but I got to set it up so that you really understand what we're talking about. I need to say thank you to a series of extraordinary powerhouses. Definitely my Sacred Self Mastermind sisters. These are my babies. These are the people who inspire me. I make up new stuff because I love them. Okay, so I just want to give a holla to my sisters, my Sacred Self sisters. But there are some very specific women I need to say thank you to, because if it hadn't been for them, I would never have created this talk. All right, I would never have created this training. I would never create this curriculum. And wait till you hear about it. Okay, and that's I need to holla at Rhonda Moore, Cassandra Carter. Oh, who else was the one who talked to me about this? Kanisha talked to me about it. Q talked to me about it, but indirectly. There's a series of women who I just really love and respect. Okay, they're former clients of mine, or they've been at events, or they've been in my world, right? But by virtue of me loving them, I started to look at what could I provide that I wasn't already providing. And because of that, I created this training about 10K on your own terms. All right. So I want to say thank you, ladies, for having the conversations with me, for talking to me. Laverne, thank you for sending me the email. Maxine, thank you for being in communication. Oh God, these women, I'm saying that the reason I'm giving you holla is because if it hadn't been for you, I would not know what to do to feed you. So thank you for helping me feed you. Okay. And okay, and I also got to let you understand this. I need company. My friend Nikki Wood said, "Me, you can't. You need company." Look. I come from the Black church, and I believe in call and response. Okay, so if I say something that really resonates with your lived experience, just type into the chat box "holla." Okay, just say "holla" at your girl. Holla. All right. Then I know that I'm feeding you, that this is useful to you. Then if I say something that's like, oh my God, she is speaking to me, that's my truth, say preach. All right. Now, if I say something that's like, oh my God, how's she in my head? She's reading my mail. Say holla and preach. Because then I know that that I'm doing good by you. Okay? It matters to me that I feed you, that I give you something useful, okay? So feed me back. Don't leave me alone in this. I need you. We all need you. You have no idea how valuable you are. You have no idea that there are millions of people looking for you every day on Google. Every day, looking for you. And they can't find you because you're hiding out of that job. Now look, it's going to come real, y'all. At some point, I'm just going to be like, right? But it's going to come in love. And not because I'm trying to be hard on you, but because I love you enough to tell you the truth. So you can have what you are committed to having on the planet. That you fulfill your destiny. You see, this is just a stepping stone. My job is to feed you so that you fulfill your destiny. But in order to do that, I got to show you how to make some money, right? So, holla at your girl. Okay. With that being said, I want to make sure you know you're in the right place. All right. So you remember that dude Foxworthy. He would say, you're a redneck if. I used to love his jokes, y'all. I loved him. So you're a redneck if, and blah blah blah. Right. Well, you're in the right place if. Okay, you get it. If you have a job that is sucking the life out of you. Okay, just killing your spirit. Just like this smack, like like pimp snapping you across the room. Okay, my references are street. You'll get used to it. Okay, you're in a job that's really just sucking the life out of you, and you want to leave, but you don't want to lose the lifestyle that you've created. You know what I'm saying? Like you've dropped 20 years on that job. And you don't want to walk away because you have responsibilities. Your baby is in college, or your kids are in college, or you're recovering from a divorce, and you gotta manage some things, or you have an ailing mother that you're trying to take care of, or a family member that needs you. So you feel like you need that job. Holla if you hear me. Just type in holla. Okay? This is for you. You're in the right place if you have a good job. You're getting paid good money, but you feel like a slave. You got to drop your eyes. You got to say, yes, sir. You feel like a sellout. You feel like you're selling out on you, right? You sold out for security and you know it. And you know it. You know you're the smartest person up in that camp. You know you are. And yet you got these people over you with these titles who are treating you like a foo-foo. Holla at your girl, okay? And you're like, you know what? Take this job and, right? But you don't have the confidence that you can do it on your own. You know you can do it for them, whoever them are, okay? And I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it gully today, right? I'm trying to look. I'm right? But you doubt yourself. You doubt yourself, okay? So you take it. You take the little comments. You take the little digs, and you know what I'm talking about. You know how they do, okay? Because not because you don't know not because you can't make money, you just don't believe you can make money for you. Okay? You know, if that's you, if you're in the right place. You're in the right place if you're already doing entrepreneurial stuff, but you ain't making no paper. Like you got a job. Everybody who's on this one, y'all gotta at least have a job, okay? Because you gotta have money coming in because you gotta feed yourself, right? But you have your job is you have your job, but your side hustle is your hobby that feeds you're doing what you love for free, and your job is funding your dreams because you don't know how to monetize what you love. You don't know how to. If that's you, you're in the right place. Okay? You're in the right place. If you're a freelancer, you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an author, but you don't know how to take that book and make money from it. You don't know how to you don't know how to build your coaching practice to get new clients, right? Or you don't know how to take that expertise as a hard worker, whether you do bartending or hairdressing or copywriting, and make money on it. Okay? So if you're in those places, then you're going to love this e-class. Okay? And the last one is this. You know you're in the right place if you know in your heart of hearts, and I'm saying this in love, my brother and my sister, I'm saying it in love, you know you are playing small. You know you are. You know if you are just being safe and living a mediocre life. And it's not okay anymore. It's just not okay anymore. Okay? And you're not all right with it. And you got these people coming in, or these young babies coming in from all over the world talking about tweet this and Facebook that, and oh my God, this OMG that. And you're like, what is this? you know? You feel like you're in like the Twilight Zone. And you don't fit anymore. Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason you don't fit anymore because it's time to go. Okay, it's time to go. It is time to leave. And you've been holding on to a security that ain't really secure because no one took the time to show you that, baby, what you're doing for them, somebody else would pay you 10 times as much. Holla if you hear me. So if that resonates with you, if any of those scenarios resonate with you, welcome. You are so in the right place. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I have 4 degrees. All right? I have a multi-million dollar brain trust. Okay? I have I've been training people for over 20 years. There is no way I can get it all in a 90-minute conversation with you. So I'm not going to try. I'm going to give you my best, okay? Because I want to show you some things to get you started. And for those of you who want to take it further, I'm going to show you how to get more towards the end, okay? And I'm going to invite you, no matter what, to stay on to the end. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is just how I roll. I always come up with some next level thing, okay? Some out the park thing that is just too ridiculous that you won't even know about if you don't stay to the end. So don't do yourself good. Don't do yourself bad. Okay? So I encourage you to, get comfortable, get your tea, get your tissue. Okay? Get your pen and pad. Get ready for this so that one, you get fed, all right? But two, you hang out to the end because I'm a big believer in people finishing what they start. Okay? So work out your life to be here for the full time so you get the full value. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Okay? Now, my intention, what I'm always committed to, is that you live your life out loud and you live it on your own terms. Okay? And you make money that makes you feel good. I want you to make money that matters. Okay? So, with that being said, let's just talk about some money things. Okay? So, I was trying to figure out how to enter this softly because I'm always interested in making sure people are taken care of. Now, but I want to check before I do that. Let me do one thing so that I'm not, because I want to check. I like participating. I get lonesome, so I know I can see there are people here, but I want to see. I want to see the chat. So let me open another window. Okay. And let me just go see what you're saying before I go to the next piece. Okay. And this is why we do live stream, because I participate. Okay. I believe in interaction. So I'm going to go to my channel and cut the sound down because now I realize you have to do that. If you don't do that, it's really loud. Okay. I think I did that. I don't want a sponsor. I don't know what that means. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on, so I gotta push the button. Okay, reverse chronological order. Okay, yay, yay! Thank you, Thomasia. Oh my God, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, it's time for me to go to the next level. Break the mediocre glass ceiling. Very good. Teach, preach, and holla. Okay. So I'm gonna go to. How does this work? No. Cut the sound down. Hold on. Now I realize we have to do that. We don't do that. Let me see. I did it. Okay. Let me see some. Okay, so Lucinda. I know I'm messing your name up, but I'm so happy you're here. Holla, yay! Hey, Rhonda, yay! You're welcome for the shout out. Holla, Faith. Hi, Cassandra. Hey, Erica. Thank you, Dr. Venus, for sharing. So, since I couldn't make it the live event. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm just making sure. Okay, good. All right, well, great. I'm glad it's working because I'm always making sure technology is being my friend today. All right, so with that being said, let's go into this whole conversation about employee and entrepreneur. So today, this is what we're covering, okay? The number one secret to making big money on your own terms while you're still working a day job. And I'm not kidding about that. We're also going to cover how to make 10K of new money instead of stretching current cash. Have you ever had that feeling you're robbing Peter to pay Paul? Well, let's get that finished. Let's not do that, all right? Okay, how making 10K of new money will skyrocket your self-confidence so you finally get the guts to step out and start your own business, or at least get paid well for it, or monetize the one you're doing as a hobby. And the third topic we're going to cover today is making your own money instead of collecting a corporate welfare check or depending on your spouse's charity. How it will give you free time and a lush lifestyle that you privately ache for. All right. We will wrap up this session with you discovering an awesome curriculum to make your first of many 10K on your own terms with fulfillment, passion, and joy without kissing butt or tolerating crap ever again. Holla if you hear me. Okay? Y'all hollering? Any hollers? I'm looking. I'm looking. I know you're here. Okay, bye. Okay, great. So let's start off with the number one secret to big money on your own terms while still working your day job. Okay? This is how this works. And I'm going to tell you how I'm doing this today, which is a little different than how, if you've ever rolled with me before, how I've done it before. I'm actually going to talk through stories more so than bullet points because, one, it's a different way to learn, but two, this is a fresh conversation and it's something that is so fresh that I don't want to sanitize it by trying to make it too neat, okay? So, you already know I have a thriving business, okay, that I started 2 years ago, all right? My company, Defy Impossible, is 2 years old. She's a toddler, and she's a girl, all right? Now, before I started Defy Impossible, for 2 years before I started Defy Impossible, I was working as a tenured professor. Well, to be fair, I had been a professor for 10 years, about 10 years, okay? And I don't know if you realize this, but being a teacher and being an artist are the two least paid career paths one could take, all right? And so I was on a 9-month agreement, so I got paid for 9 months out of the year, which meant every summer I had to hustle to cover my summer expenses, okay? Now my pay rate for those 10 years, and I'm going to tell you the gross, not even the net. So the gross started off at 46, and the gross before I started to bring in new money got up to around 60, no more than 63,000 over a 10-year span of time. So that means that was incremental raises, and that's a few percent. Okay, holla if you hear me, if you understand that logic, all right? But every summer that I taught, I had to either go get a performance gig because my background's in fine arts, okay? Just so y'all know, I have a PhD in identity theory, all right? Which means I'm a philosopher around how people know themselves, okay? How do you know what you know? How do you know who you are? That is what I study. That's what my area of expertise is, okay? I'm also a solo performing artist. I'm a published playwright, an award-winning poet, okay? These are things that I did all the way up until I got into this whole business thing, right? But while I was teaching, I was always having to have to get new money in to cover my summer months, okay? Because I wasn't making enough money. So I would get performance gigs during the summer. I would teach extra classes. I would beg my provost to give me a stipend. And so when I say corporate welfare check, I really do mean that. Okay? It's just, depending on the government for money. That's what I mean. And so I have been doing that for years. And about 4 years ago, all right, I didn't have any money, it's gonna sound bad, okay? I had gone through a bad breakup around 2005, and the person I was involved with literally emptied out all my accounts, maxed out all my credit cards, took all my savings, hadn't paid the car note, the house note, the telephone bill, the insurance, nothing for at least 3 months. And I didn't know about it. So by the time I found out about it, I was like having to roll pennies just to pay for gas. Now, given that I'm from the streets, can you see it felt like I was back on the streets? And what was worse was somebody who was supposed to be on my side, somebody I was engaged to, right? And so that wasn't any fun. But it took me 7 years to clean that up. Do you understand? So me trying to get new money in had a lot to do with my credit was shot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have money. And then I was heartbroken. I was on the floor. It was a mess. Okay. It was just like, I mean, where's the Chardonnay? Please give me some wine, right? And so I had gotten tenure. Okay. And that's a whole nother training, right? But I still wasn't making money, right? I mean, literally, it didn't make any difference. And I had gone to university for job security. So I had gone to my provost and said, look, can you please give me some money for the summer? And this is what he said to me. And he said it nicely. He wasn't being mean. He said, Professor Reese, I'm not going to always be here. So you're going to have to come up with another solution. Now, I'm going to tell you, he wasn't being mean. I want y'all to really feel me on this. But it was so embarrassing to have to go and beg. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know if I can help you understand. But the fact that I felt humiliated. I don't know, I just felt like, if I can get off the streets, but I still got to ask for, and I was only bringing home like $3,500 a month. Do you understand? So it wasn't like I was talking about 15,000, 25,000, 100,000. It was just three, that like that. So that was when I was like, okay, B, you got to come up with something else other than Hope and Massa, and y'all gonna have to forgive me because I go there. I know, I know, I know, I know, kumbaya. But right now, I'm in a season, they're having to go to Massa for a paycheck, right? And so that's when I started to look at, well, how can I bring in new money, right? How can I get new money coming in? Because I don't want to have to go back and ask. I didn't want to have to ask. And how many of you raise your hand, holler at me, holler at your girl if you get sick of asking for help? If you don't want to, if you don't want to have to ask anymore. I'm not saying receiving. That's different. I'm saying you feel like you're begging people who look down on you to help you because you don't have it, right? Just type in holla, okay? So I know I'm not alone. Anyway, that's when I started to. I'm a praying girl. Me and God got us a thing. Me and God roll hard, and it's not a traditional relationship. Anyone who knows me knows that I think God is a black man who just got out of prison, and I love him for his rogueness. I love how gangster he is about it, and I want a God that protects me. So I talk to God like God just got out, just got out of lock. Okay, just got out of lockdown. So I roll really hard with God. And so we talk a lot. And I was like, God, what do you want me to do with this? And what came up was, okay, B, start making new money. I'm like, okay, God, well, how? And so my first thing was I started to bring in new money as a performer. Okay. And then I started to bring it in doing little talks at the Justice League, Urban League, juvenile detention centers. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just to get money in so I didn't have to ask them for it anymore. I didn't want to have to ask, and I know this is going to sound bad, and I need y'all to open your heart to receive this, because I know this is going to sound edgy, but that's why my company's called Defy Impossible. I got a little edge. I was sick of asking white people for help. I was. And I know some white people who are sick of asking white people for help. Okay? So fair is fair, right? But I just didn't want to do it like that anymore, right? So I started to bring in new money to supplement my income 2 years before I ever had a company, before I ever had a business. Now, the reason why that's important to you is because, and this again, I want to give love to my sisters who have been loving me through it. All my sisters from Six Figure Emancipation, from Defy Impossible Live Event, from Seven Figure Sisters. I mean, I have a tribe of sisters and some brothers that roll in there too, right? Who just love me and keep feeding me so I keep it moving. But it was what I realized that what was missing for my tribe is I could teach you how to build a business. But here's the next piece, okay? Is that if you don't know how to bring in new money, even if you have a business and you're building one, you won't go outside and make the sale. You see what I'm saying? Like you won't go and ask for, you won't do the stuff you have to do to get money in. You'll do everything else. Okay, you'll do the website, you'll do the business cards, you'll do the social media, but you will not ask for the sale. You will not make the offer. You will not go network and do joint ventures and develop those relationships. You won't do the real work that brings in money. You'll do the busy work that looks like you have a business. Holla if you hear me. So, the number one secret to bringing in big money on your own terms while you still work your day job, because I had a day job, okay? The big secret is that here, and I'm too excited. Let me try it again because I'm getting all happy, y'all. The number one secret to bring in new money, to bridge that gap, is you have to have a bridge from employee to entrepreneur. Write that down. The number one secret to making big money on your own terms while you still work your day job is that you need a bridge. And it's a particular bridge between being an employee and becoming an entrepreneur. And the name of that bridge is called expert. I'm going to say it again. The number one secret to making big money on your own terms while you still work your day job is there's a bridge that's between being an employee and becoming an entrepreneur. And that bridge is called expert. Okay? You have to become an expert at something before you become an entrepreneur. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Now, an expert can be, you can call it expert, you can call it consultant, you can call it, you can call it, I don't know, author, authority, whatever. But you have to become an expert at something before entrepreneur, because if you don't bring in money, even if you become an entrepreneur, you won't make money. Because you don't have the credibility with you to go out there and get it. There's a mental shift that has to happen from having somebody, you know how the birds have the mommy bird feed them food? There's a mental shift that goes from expecting that check every month, and I used to be on welfare, so I knew about the monthly check, right? From expecting that check every month to actually being excited to going to make new money. That is a mental shift. That's an entrepreneur. I get excited to go make some new money. I am not having a problem, okay? Right? That excites me. It's not like, oh God, I gotta be no. I'm like, okay, where the new money at? Let me go get it. That's a mental shift because I'm not waiting for somebody to give me money. I know there's no shortage of money in the universe. All it takes is some creativity. Holla if you hear me. It's not about money. There's plenty of money on the planet. But it takes creativity. There's no shortage of money. It's a shortage of ideas. And everything that makes money now was an ideal first. Holla at your girl. Okay? So that's the main thing I need you to hear, is that you have to create what I call expert status for you. I'm not saying you need an expert title. I didn't have a title. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this. I didn't have a website. I didn't have business cards. I didn't have a logo. I didn't even have Twitter, LinkedIn, or none of that. I didn't have Facebook. I had none of that. And for 2 years, I brought in money before I ever took on becoming a business owner. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, I brought in, I think that first year when I really got committed, I brought in an extra $25,000. The next year I brought in an extra $40,000. So I knew going into being a businesswoman, I could make money. Holla if you hear me. So I wasn't using becoming a business owner an opportunity for me to get my courage up. I came in knowing I could make money. Now, I didn't know how to make money, and I didn't know how to make big money because the money I was making was 25 here, 100 there, 500 here, you know what I'm saying, 250 there. Does that make sense? But there's a difference between bringing money in, okay? Bringing new money in is very different than building a business. They're not the same skill sets. one of my clients, her name is Cassandra, whom I just adore. I just think she's a powerhouse, just going to like blow the roof off of some stuff. I was talking to her yesterday, and I genuinely enjoy talking to her. She's one of those people that I have a lot of love and respect for. And saying that with Rhonda, I enjoy talking to Rhonda. She's amazing. But I was talking to Cassandra, and Cassandra, she focuses on full plus size women. That's her business model, right? And what's the thing is like, I'm like, Cassandra, how about this? Let's get you some t-shirts and sell them from the trunk of your car. Let's go to the church. When they're having one of their special, one of their engagements, let's have you set up a booth at the church and sell your t-shirts. 2 for 25. That's what I call getting money. That's what I'm calling getting money. That's not the same as her having a manufacturer in whatever other country, getting a storefront. That's not this. Does it make sense, everyone? Let me check. I know I'm saying a lot. I'm a little passionate today, so I want to just check on the chat to see if this is clear. I want to hear if this is working. If y'all with me on this one, right? So let me just check up on it. So I'm gonna go to the chat, and I'm just gonna look at the comments, and I have to do the reverse order because that's how I've learned that's necessary. Okay, Creator Colin Priest, thank you, LaFaith. Thomas C says, becoming an expert has given me the confidence I need to ask for to do it. Absolutely. Been there, done that, broke out of that. I now have new appointments, invitations. Well, good for you. Good for you. Good, 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 Thomasina. Good for you. Good, good, good. Holla, Dr. B. Thank you, Sonia. Woot, woot. I see you. I see you. Okay. Self-love. Yes, LaFaith, I see you. Shine your own light. Yep. That's great. All right. Perfect. All right. So when I call, and I'm saying I'm calling expert, so I'm saying the bridge is being an expert, but the expert I'm talking about is not like an expert title, like, okay, like define possible expert, which I am, but I didn't have that title. At the time, I was a creation consultant specialist. I knew how to do that, all right? So that's the first thing. Now, how does making 10K of new money instead of stretching current cash will skyrocket your self-confidence, okay? And this is what I want you to understand. Part of being an entrepreneur is being okay with the word no. Part of being an entrepreneur is really being okay with the no. When you're an employee, no is a bad thing. It feels bad, it looks bad, you think that somehow you're a failure. But when you are an entrepreneur, you have to develop a relationship with no such that you understand you have to get a certain series of no's in order to get a certain number of yeses. It's like Babe Ruth struck out twice as many times as he did in hitting home runs, okay? So when you're making new money on your own terms, instead of stretching your cash, if you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, it just makes you feel like you're lacking, okay? Well, you don't have to do that. When you make new money, when you bring it in, you actually transform yourself in terms of relationship to no. No stops meaning something about you. No just tells you the next right step to take. Does that make sense? You need the no's in order to know where to go. The no tells you where to go. So when you're actually in the hunt for making your own money, you actually start to get empowered by the word no versus being intimidated by the word no. So part of what you have to discover is you have to understand that no doesn't mean no. No just reveals what you need to do next. Okay? Does that make sense? Let me check. Can y'all do me a favor? Answer my question. Does it make sense? Is it communicating? Let me know what are the strongest takeaway points you're hearing so far, so I can see what's working. All right. So I'm gonna push this. I want to hear y'all. I need love. So let me just hear what are your biggest takeaways so far. You are on. Okay, great. Thank you, Sonia. She says, Dr. B, you are on point about getting creative to accumulate dollars. My mind just opened up when you use Cassandra's business as an example. Yes, thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate that. Thank you for the feedback. That's the reason why I'm doing a live stream, because I want to talk back to you. So just write in what's resonating for you, what's opening up for you. So I can hear and I'll know that I'm doing good. Okay. That this is not just, I don't want it to be, it's got to matter. You know, I got to hold value in mattering. Okay. Yes, it's a great reframe for no. Okay, great. Lucia, I know your husband. Ah, Lucia's here. Ah. Okay. I'm just checking on the comments. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, great. So that takes care of the second promise that I promised you. Let me get to this one. Okay. Okay, and then the third promise is how making your own money instead of collecting a corporate welfare check or depending on your spouse's charity will give you the free time and lush lifestyle you probably ache for. So here's the thing I know for certain. If you're working for somebody else, your time is not your own. If you are working for someone else, your time is not your own. Okay, so you end up, and it just depends on what kind of work you're doing. If you're a high-powered exec, you're doing 60 to 70, no, 60 to 80 hours a week. Okay, if you're a lawyer, you're probably doing about the same. Okay, even if you're a professor, you're even if you like you're writing all the time, or you're grading papers all the time, or if you're a hairstylist, you're on your feet all 12-hour days, right? I mean, and I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that when you take on being more committed to bringing in new money than trying to make the money stretch, it gives you free time. And this is what I want you to understand. So let me say it like this. When I started to create new money on purpose, okay, not just survival money, that's a whole nother training, all right? But when I started to create new money on purpose, I worked 2 jobs for a minute. Actually, I probably worked more than that, but I'm only going to count the 2 because I'm trying to show you how this worked. I had a creation consulting practice, which was a sole proprietorship, okay, which meant that even though I made money, it went on my Social Security, okay, so my Social Security number. So it was just like me hustling, making more money coming in, right? But I had it under creation consulting because that's where I started. And when I started making money as a consultant, as a creation consultant, that's what I called myself, okay? And I started to do trainings for hospitals, for organizations, for CEO groups. And that's how I got in this. I wasn't even doing talks. Do you understand? I was doing trainings, right? So I was working, Lisa told me, my fiance, she told me, do you know you working 2 jobs? And I honestly didn't know why I was so tired, right? And as a university professor, there's a lot of responsibility. You know, you're responsible for your graduate students getting their dissertations done. You're responsible for service. There's different committees that take time, okay? Grading large classes. It was a time eater upper, okay? I had to shift my time, not just my mind, but my time in 2 ways. I had to shift from being a professor who had a side hustle, okay, to actually, or being a teacher who had a side hustle, to being an expert who taught from time to time. Can you hear the difference? I'm gonna say it again. The way I had it set up before I really took on bringing in new money was I was a teacher with a side hustle, okay? That was both requiring a lot of time, all right? And I was putting more time into teaching than into the hustle, right? I had to switch that to being a consultant, all right? To a creation consultant who taught twice a week. I had to reorganize my time for those 2. Does that make any sense? It's a big deal because you have to reorganize your time. Now I'm gonna tell you, that meant I had to make requests. I had to simplify my syllabus. That meant I stopped joining committees. That meant I started to redo courses that were really great courses, okay? But instead of creating new ones. Does that make sense? So I really started to pare away all the things I need to take away so I have more time to make money versus being liked, because I wanted to be thought well of as a professor. So I was trying to show them that I was a good professor, but I was overworking when it wasn't impacting my pay grade. And in truth, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think I was the best professor. Oh, no, sorry. I think I was a great professor, but I don't think I was a good teacher, you know? But it depends on who you talk to, right? My students think I'm great. But my point is, there was a shift, not just in my mind, but in my time. And when you make that shift, you start letting go of things that are non-essential, and you stop chasing after approval, and you start putting your eye on new money. Okay? All right. So, just to recap, I said that during this inspiring and instructive class, you will discover the number one secret to making big money on your own terms while you still work your day job. Okay? And that was the whole idea about actually becoming an expert, no matter what you call that. All right? And your expert status, you bring in money from there. Okay? While you have your day job. Second one is how making 10K of new money instead of stretching current cash will skyrocket your self-confidence, so you finally get the guts to step out and start your own business or monetize the one you're doing as a hobby. And that particular takeaway is being okay with no. Learning that no doesn't mean anything about your character, because as an employee, it does. But as you become an expert, no just gives you the access to the next yes. It tells you where to go. All right? No tells you where to go. These are some great, wonderful little captions. I'm going to have to write them down. And then the third takeaway is how making your own money instead of collecting a corporate welfare check or depending on your spouse's charity would give you the free time and lush lifestyle you privately ache for. It's the shift in your time. That's the thing that we have to alter. It's not just shifting your mind, it's shifting your time. And that means you're going to have to pare back. You're going to have to let go of things that don't allow you the freedom to make new money because you're so tied up into these other things that are not revenue generating activities. So we have to let those things go in order to make time, so you have the time to live the lifestyle you want. Okay? So those are the 3 topics I promised that I would cover, and I have kept my promise. Yes? Just let me know if I kept my promise. Okay? Because I'm real big on keeping promises, y'all. So let me go over here and just check in before we go to the next piece. I'm going to check on my I'm going to check on the comment section. Okay. Okay, great. All right. So it says LaPace says no. Sometimes takes me two steps up in my journey. When one door closes and back, one door closed, stand back, and another will open. Absolutely. Rhonda, I like that. No reveals where you need to do next. Makes sense. Perfect. Lucinda, ha 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 ha. Okay. Let me see what else. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else here. Knows reveal what I do next. Great. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Okay. Great. So that's where we are. Okay. Great. So now I want to move into another piece. Okay. Let me just make sure. All right. Which is, I said, we'll wrap up this session with you discovering an awesome curriculum to make your first of many 10K on your own terms with fulfillment, passion, and joy without kissing butt or tolerating crap ever again. Okay? So this is the thing. What we're talking about right now is just the tip of the iceberg of what's possible for you in terms of bringing in new money. And it's one of those things that there's a couple of pieces I need to let you understand. There's a mental shift in being a person who goes from being an employee to entrepreneur. And the main one is when you're an employee, your mind goes to where can I get the money from? When you're an entrepreneur, your mind goes to how can I get new money? So for example, if you're an employee, you're going to think in terms of, okay, who can I ask? What kind of credit card? What kind of loan? Those type of things. But that's not bad. We like those, okay? But there's a mental shift that happens, like, okay, as an entrepreneur, you start looking at what's the need in the marketplace I can fill. What's needed that only I can provide the way I provide it. Okay, great. Let me go do that. That's a mental state. That's like going from water to ice. Okay? It's two different worlds, right? What gives you the time to make that shift is that expert status in the middle, that bridge. And that bridge is where you take the skill sets you already have and you begin to monetize those, okay? So I want to share with you how I do it. So for people who roll with me, I want to show you how I do it. And I have a whole curriculum laid out. And look, whether you do this, whether you do new money with me or not, if you do it on your own, it's fine. But if you're out to make new money, these are the steps you're going to have to go through. This is what you're going to have to do to bring in new money. All right. So I want you to go to newmoneyu.com. Okay. And it's new. New, because I want to show you how this looks. Newmoneyu.com. Okay, and I will do it too. Let me open up a new page here. I know I had one. Hold on, where are you? Okay. I'm gonna go to newmoneyu.com. So let me just get here. Newmoneyu.com. Okay, great. Perfect. I love Lethea. Lethea, I love you, girl. So go to, just type in newmoneyu.com, okay? It's going to redirect you to a site. New Money U, NEWMONEYU.com, okay? Okay? So this is the thing. If you go down, you'll see a video. Okay. I think you'll see a video. Okay. At least mine is. You'll see a video. And if you go down to, how can I say it? You'll see money as a heart. Yay. And you'll drop down. You'll see, but here's the key. It all started with place my income. You're going to drop down. You'll see it says Define Possible Inc. presents New Money University. Business basics that bridge the gap from employee to well-paid entrepreneur. Okay. Okay. So you'll see, and just make sure you're all on the same page I'm on. Okay. Now, if you go down, you'll see that there's, well, before you do that, let me just show you something. Go to the home page. Okay, just click the home page. And you'll see that there's a whole site here. It's the membership site. All right. And you'll see that there's a whole, it's called New Money University. And it's a whole world inside of it. All right. And if you look around, which is something I'll show you about in a moment, you'll see there's curriculums. New Money curriculum is a virtual library that has business development and training development. Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta do something real quick. Okay. All right. And then you'll see there's student resources. There'll be announcements, events, student bonuses, group coaching, student directory, blog, contact us. Okay. There's a whole, and if you scroll down, you'll start to see that there's different resources. All right. There's motivating strategies for taking action on your transformational decisions. There's interviews and knowledge from people like Steve Jobs. There's also different articles around abundant thinking, affirmation videos. This is a whole wealth of information, okay? And if you go under the Enroll Today tab and you scroll down, you'll see that there's 4 different levels. Okay, no, sorry, 3 different levels, all right? So it says this educational curriculum is designed to meet you where you are. Okay, look, you're already successful and you drop down a little bit. It's this new money bachelor's degree. So that's the first level. All right. And at the new money bachelor's degree curriculum, you have unlimited access to the new money library to expand your mind and expose you to lessons that will help you mentally shift from employee, okay, from employee to entrepreneur. It also has advanced lessons on various new money generating activities, as well as mindset, passion, success articles, videos, and audios. Now, so this is important. So, and the reason why it's so important is because if you're coming from being an employee, I need to get you new information into your brain. Okay, just so you can actually start thinking differently about money, about you, about life, and that's what the new money library provides. The second piece in terms of the new money bachelor's degree curriculum is monthly live gap group coaching calls. Okay, now this is a once a month group coaching call, and that's with Dr. Ronnie Ellington. Okay, and I can't wait to tell you about her. But Dr. Ronnie is the person who I call when I'm in the gap, okay? But you'll have an open call, open forum to address your questions and experiences as you transform yourself from employee to entrepreneur. So you'll need that touch each month, and you can send your questions in early, or you could get on the phone and you can ask them directly. But you have somebody, a support structure to walk you through. Okay, and you're also going to get monthly money mindset action tools. Now, this may sound crazy, and if you've been well on my campus, you'll know this. I really believe money is a heart condition. Think of money as energy or currency that needs to flow. When you are emotionally clogged with anger, resentment, and hurt, your money's blocked. If you can't make money if you're mad, it won't. If you can't, if money is currency. Think about a river, or a dam or something, right? If it's blocked, it can't flow through. Okay, so I want to give you those tools each month. So each month I'm rolling those new tools out. Okay, so in order to bring in new money, you have to get rid of old thoughts, behaviors, hurts in order to receive. Okay, I want that for you. Now, this tool is the ticket to taking action in your life to achieve new results, and it's extraordinarily powerful. Okay, and that's one of the things that I've been good about is that I take action. I take heart truth action. I take action as truth to my heart. And that's how I've been able to move forward so quickly with money. All right. So that's the bachelor's degree. Okay, that's the bachelor's curriculum. Now, new money's master's degree is not. It's like you get all that you get in the bachelor's plus, okay, a monthly business basics boot camp call with me. All right. Now this will be via live stream or teleconference or Google Hangout. I don't know. Sometimes I change up. Okay. And at the master's level, each month you learn about a specific business topic. So we'll be dealing with sales, marketing, networking, speaking, accounting, relationship building, currency, because there's different kinds of currency. It's not all money. Sometimes the currency is time. Sometimes the currency is emotional relationship, or really looking at how to lay out a business plan or how to set up your financial structure. So each month we'll do that. You get access to that with me. Okay. What was I going to say? To teach you how to start bringing in new money. Now, these lively interactive classes bring the lessons to life and that make them stick. Remember, I'm a teacher by training, y'all. I'm a tenured professor. So I know there's other people who learn by listening, people who learn by writing, people who learn by watching, and people who learn by participating. I include all of that at New Money University. Okay. So, and also what's happened at the master's level is you'll get the transcripts and recordings of the business basics boot camp so you can actually do that on your own time. Now, I've designed this curriculum to be a year-long curriculum. All right. So it's not something, and I'm saying that because I really, keep in mind, I'm a professor. I really understand how people learn. Okay. You can't learn something in one shot. You gotta do repeat and rinse, right? And you need a community that's going to love you through it. Okay, so that's why I'm including the transcripts and the recordings. So even if you're not there, you can listen to it at your own leisure. You can do it on your own time, okay? And then for the new money doctoral degree program, that level it includes everything from the bachelor's level. It includes everything at the master's level. Now, in addition to that, it also includes monthly live creation calls with me. Now, this is where I get happy. What I'm very good at, I hear money. Okay? If I sit with you, I can hear what people will buy from you. Literally, I can come up with money making things that you would never think about. That whole thing with Cassandra I mentioned earlier about her selling the t-shirts instead of trying to do an online web thing, go to the church. That's because my mind can see where to go to get you new money in. And that's all I do every day, all day is teach people how to bring in new money. That's what I do. I listen to what people are not saying. And I'm able to hear what people will buy. Okay? And I'm able to package it and I'm able to tell you where to go get those people. Okay? So I'm very excited about the creation calls. Uber excited, all right? This is where I work with individuals and create new ways for you to bring in new money right on the spot. Okay, so each time you're with me on that call, we got this. Okay, so you don't have to, it's just get her done kind of thing. All right, and now I'm gonna tell you, you don't know this, but you are sitting on a gold mine. You are giving away stuff that you don't know people will pay for. And I'm like, girl or fella, really? It's just, and it's to me, I genuinely enjoy that. That to me is my sweet spot. Is literally creating new ways for you to make money. And I love it. So I want to do that for you. All right. Now, and it's my job. I already told you. Okay. So at the doctorate level, okay, and it's my job and my joy to work with you in a group setting so others can learn from the exchange. And this is something you'll learn that sometimes you learn better from listening than from talking. So if I'm interacting with somebody, if it's not you, take note because you can hear it better a lot of times if somebody else is walking it and you're observing, all right? But if you want to be the one who's in the love seat, I don't do hot seats, I do love seats. If you want to be in the love seat, get on early, put your name in, throw your hat in the ring for Christ's sake. But we will be creating that, all right? Very excited about that. And then and at the doctoral level, so you get the creation calls, all right? And you're not only, you need to know this is important. You're not only discovering how to bring in new money, by accessing the new money creation calls, you're actually putting yourself on the fast track to replacing your monthly income, doing something you love. That's the difference. So all three levels have value. But if you want to get on the fast track of replacing your monthly income, you need me in your ear. I'm going to tell you, people pay me at least $10,000 a day to do this. All right? And literally, for my VIP days, they start off at 10,000. All my stuff starts off at 10,000. Okay? So I'm saying, if you're serious about new money, you're going to want me in your ear because my clients bring in new money. All right? So that's that. And so you're going to get it for a steal. And I got an amazing, sweet offer for you. And also, this included the doctoral level, is monthly expert interviews. So each month I will interview an expert in an area of business development, personal growth, or spiritual congruence to inspire you and round out your education. All right? I'm not saying it all has to be me. It doesn't have to all be me. That's not even important. I'm a teacher, okay? But here's the thing. It's one thing to learn a lesson, but it's another thing to hear from people who have already done it and can disclose all the things you simply cannot learn in a virtual classroom. Okay? Book knowledge is great, but experience is an awesome teacher. Okay? So that's how that works. So I'm bringing you my best. I have an extraordinary Rolodex. Okay? I got access to people that do radio, that do television, from BET to Essence. I just have access. And my job is I want to bring them to you. Okay? And it's because I want you to win. That is my thing. My job is to have you win. All right? And if I have to go and build some new shit, then I'm going to do it so that you can win. There you go. All right? So that's the layout. So I want to ask you to refresh your page if you're with me on this page, right? If you're not, just please go to newmoneyu.com. Okay? And like I said, there's oh yay, woot woot. Okay. Um, let me see what else is here. So let me just go back over. So I want to also talk to you a bit about. Well, let me just say this. A number of times, people. I don't want to say that. Yeah. Well, the thing is, when I started my walk in terms of making new money, it was. I was doing my consulting thing, and I went into a room with CEOs, and I started to listen to what they weren't saying, because that's what I'm good at. I was on the streets, and that's what kept me alive, is being able to hear what people aren't saying. And so I just started calling a spade a spade. I said, look, your wife hates you, your kids are mad at you, you're about to lose this big deal, you're going to have a heart attack because your weight is too much, and blah blah. By the end of that talk, they all hired me. Okay, and they were paying me 10, and I'm gonna tell you, I just made up the number. I made up 10 times much I was bringing in a month, and I said this number to them, and they wrote the checks, right? And that's when I realized that I had something, right? And that was my and it really changed my life. Okay, I was able to monetize what only I could bring, right? And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to monetize yours as well. All right. So I've created that. Now, let me tell you. Now, a lot of times, where is it? Um, so let me just say, so I want to just make sure I'm covering everything before I go to the next piece. So just to recap, the bachelor's level, you get the new money library, the live gap group coaching call, and the money mindset action tools. For the new money master's degree, you're going to get all the same stuff that the bachelor has, but you're also going to get the live business basics bootcamp training with me and the transcripts and recordings for the business basics bootcamp. Okay, and for the doctorate, you get all that plus. Okay, it's additive. Okay, you get the live creation calls with me. You get the expert interviews. All right, so that is the curriculum that I've created, and I think it's bloody genius. Okay, not because I'm genius, but I think it so helps people who have that need in the marketplace. All right, so let's just talk tuition. All right, now I'm gonna tell you, I've already dropped 1.5 million on my education over the last 20 years. And I already know that, and I'm not tripping. I just dropped another 50,000 on it because I'm an eternal learner. I want to give you my best. I want to educate you, right? So you have to keep in mind, I'm a tenured professor. So I'm by nature a teacher. Now, if you go on Google and do a search for the cost of one semester, not 1 year, one semester of business training at an accredited university, you'll see that the tuition, pure credit, pure per credit hour, is around 2,000 bucks. You don't have to take my word for it, you can look for it yourself. So that means the value of this curriculum will range between 20,000 and 60,000, depending on which level you pick that. And even if we went to the low end, it would be between 1,000, 10,000, and 30,000. All right. Now, I'm a tenured professor who spent my life in school, and I have the student loans to prove it. All right. Education is an investment. There's no question mark about it. So my intention is to make this education super accessible so you can invest in yourself. So this is what I've come up with. All right. So for the new money bachelor's degree program, that level, the tuition, the easy pay is $97 a month. Holla at your girl. Booyaka, baby. Bam. I told you. I'm still impressed with me. All right. So if that's where you are right now, you want to look to see what's going to be a match for you. Or if you want to do the master's degree curriculum, okay? There's let me see. I'm just making sure I can see what I have okay, great. For the master's degree, that what we have is the full pay of $3,497 for the entire year. For the year, okay? And for, oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I just have to refresh my page, y'all. Or you could do 8 monthly payments for $497, okay? And that includes the live training calls with me on the business training, okay? So you can either pay in full, which is $3,497, or you can do an 8 pay of $497. Now, Or if you want to do doctoral level, which is my favorite, all right, of course, because I get to work with you privately, I work with you directly, the tuition is $7,497 or an easy 4 payments of $1,997. All right. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. All right. So, yay, I came up with some delicious bonuses that I'm impressed with. I'm like, and I just, it's just, ooh, okay. So, to sweeten the pot, here are some amazing bonuses to empower you to hit the ground running. So, the first one is this. For the first 50 people who register, okay, you're going to receive the Get Money audio training and worksheet. So you can get started right away, discover how you can get new money in the door. Now, this is a 3-hour training and the worksheet is valued at $1,500. All right, you get that when you register. Okay, no additional cost. You also get the $1 Million Moneymaker worksheet and an audio guide to really hone in on what your value, what value you naturally bring to life. Okay, and that's a $497 value. And I feel like one of those Muppets. When I get excited, my body vibrates, right? You get a ticket to the Defy Impossible Unleashed live event. That's a $3,500 value. And my live events are amazing. Ask anybody who's ever come to my live event. Okay? You will know it's something that will change your life. All right? So those are the bonuses. And now for the super duper bonuses. This is only for the first 15. This is when I told you at the end for staying with me to the end. This is what I wanted to reveal to you. Because it is, in my opinion, it is the best thing I could ever offer you. It's so beautiful because it makes a difference and it works. So this is the extra special bonus. For the first 15, okay, and I have to put a cap on it. For the first 15 to pay in full at the master's level, you will receive 10 private hold my hand, get it done sessions with Dr. Ronnie Ellington. And this is the thing is I'm rebranding her. She don't know it, but I don't know she's here. But I'm changing the title from training director because she does so much more. All right. She's the Defy Impossible oh shit action implementation expert. Now let me help you understand what I mean. Have you ever had one of those actions you're like, oh shit, I got to do this. And you back down because you're scared? Or you say, oh crap, I got to do this. I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I need to do this. That action? Well, Dr. Ronnie is an expert at holding people's hands, okay, as they implement. She's an implementation guru, all right? And when you pay in full, you get 10 private sessions with her. So whenever you feel scared, or you can set it up on a monthly basis, or whenever you get scared, or if you don't know how to implement the new money actions, call her, set up your time with her, and she will hold your hand and make sure you do implement. How hot is that? Holla at your girl that's hot. Just give me some love if that's hot. I think it's hot, okay? So that's the first piece. And the next I did blow your mind bonus. This is my thing. For the first 5, because I only have room for 5, the first 5 to pay in full at the doctorate level will receive their own private new money creation half-day VIP with me, okay? And you also would get your money map. So what that means is you and I will spend half a day together. It could be on Skype or it could be in Dallas, okay? But we'll spend half a day together and I will pour my multi-million-dollar brain trust on you, bring my street smart ear to you and your business, to you and your skill set. And we're gonna map out new ways for you to get new money, all right? And then we're gonna map it out so you know what actions to take before you leave me. That way you are covered. Do you understand? You are done, right? You don't even have to, you can go home, game over. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving this, man. So I will work with you privately, and together we will map out new money streams unique to your genius. Do you understand? My thing is hearing what people aren't saying. And if you watch me, if you've been walking with me for a while, you'll start to see that all of my offerings require that I use that particular capacity of hearing what people don't say, because that's my unique selling proposition. You have one too, okay? So by the time you leave me, you're going to know what it is. We would have mapped out how to use it, where to go, how to monetize it. And all you have to do is, plug and play, baby, and keep it moving. All right. So we're going to, and it's unique to you, as well as the actions to take to get new money rolling in. And now you want to understand, now think about it. If you're working with me to do the half VIP day, okay, in terms of new money creation and your money map, then you got your 10 sessions with Dr. Ronnie, just in case you get scared. All right. Then you got the action, the mindset action tool you do each month, and you got the live call, the Q&A call with her, the close the gap call with her, as well as the library. I don't know what else to give you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else I don't know what else you need. I think this is the most comprehensive solution for any employee who wants to leave their job, who wants to make their own money on their own terms and be their own boss. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you like this: the game of New Money University is to do 10,000 in 10 months. Okay? And we lay all that out. I'll brief you on all that. But the intention is, if you do the actions, you can get the result. All right? And if you could bring in 10,000 in less than a year, that means you could bring in 100,000 in the next 6 months, because it's the same principles. Just wash and repeat, wash and repeat, wash and repeat. Okay, so that's what I wanted to. I'm just so thrilled by this, y'all. I'm just thrilled by it. Now, the top 3 concerns I normally hear, and I think I just want to address them with you because it's fair, right? It's like, Dr. Bean, is what if I don't have the money? Great news. I really thought through this. All right, and I thought through, okay, let me make sure I have 3 levels so I can meet you wherever you are. So, and I even make sure we have the payment plan. I'm gonna tell you, I priced this as a professor. I did not price this as an entrepreneur. Be clear. I'm creating it as an education, not as this is not my big money making thing. This is how I take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So you have the payment options, or you can do whatever level works best for you, and you can always upgrade if you want to. All right? So, or you can just start at the top and say, look, let's get this over with. All right? So the entire program, okay, at all 3 levels is less than less than what you would pay for a graduate course in an accredited business school. The entire curriculum. If you had to go to SMU or to any business school, it would cost more than the entire curriculum combined. And I did that on purpose. Okay, so a business course runs you $2,000 per credit hour. All right. If you add up the hours for the various levels of the New Money University, I call it New MU. Okay, NMU. You would pay 10 to 30,000 at least. All right. So the tuition for the New Money University is pennies on the dollars compared to taking one business course. It's the same difference. I'm telling you, you're saving money by doing this one. Okay, what's more is proven. At school, if you go to school, to be clear, they're teaching you concepts. My stuff works. I mean, really, the testimonials will come in, you'll see it. It's like, this is something that's proven, all right? So, and you may have to make some changes in your life. So instead of spending $5, 5 times a week on that Starbucks coffee, going to that job you hate, you can test. That's $25 a week times 4. That's $100. That's the bachelor's level of the New Money University. So this is set up so it can be very accessible, no matter what. Okay, so, and it'd be money well spent. Okay, the next one people say to me a lot is, I don't have the time. Now that's not a problem. You have unlimited access to the New Money Library, and all calls are recorded. So all training sessions are recorded and transcribed. So you can listen at your own convenience and learn at your own pace. That's super simple. You don't have to be here live. You don't have to travel. You don't have to worry about gas. You're golden. All right. If you can get to the computer or even your iPhone, you can do this. And it says, I don't know what I want to do to, this is what I get a lot. I don't know what I want to do to make new money. And I'm like, baby, it's okay. That's why we have this community, the support structure. Okay, you can learn, you can you can experiment here. You can go to the New Money Access Library. You can go there and check out different things to see what you like. You can access the community and ask them, well, what are you doing? Or what are you doing? Or what have you done? You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to have the pressure of producing so quickly. Think of it as a halfway house. I'm sorry, y'all. Or, a transition space where you get to explore. Okay? You don't have to know. And honey, if you need to, just jump on a creation call with me. I promise you, I can come up with some money for you. Okay? So it's okay not to know. This is the whole point of me building this out for you, is to position yourself to transition from your day job. I don't want you to quit your job. I want you to replace your income first. Okay? And so I built this out to make sure you can. You don't have to guess on this one anymore. All right? So, and you'll have a community, you have a network that can support you and love you through it. Okay? Now, and here's my I want you to be clear, this is a real investment. Just like you invest in your kids' education, this is a real investment in you. And I have 100% guarantee. It's called Bridging the Gap Guarantee. And you have to understand, I am a teacher at heart. I am a master teacher. All right. That is what I do. All right. And I say it in different ways. Sometimes I say guide. Sometimes I say mentor. Sometimes I say coach. I'm a teacher. All right. And I'm going to tell you, what teacher doesn't want their student to win? A teacher saved my life. Okay. She did. So I'm very committed to you. It matters to me that you win. It means everything to me. I built this community. I built this because I knew there were some women who loved me, who it wasn't their season to do other work with me. And I've been racking my brain. I go, what can I bring them that's going to help? What's going to be useful? What can I provide that will work to meet them where they are so they can keep moving forward? And this is my love offering to you. And I don't know if you understand that, but I hope you can hear it. It's a love offering. Okay? So I just love you. And I wanted to make sure you won. So this is what I came up with. All right. So my 100% guarantee is, if I'm committed to you, my team's committed to you. If you need support with anything, my team and I will do everything in our power to ensure your 100% satisfaction. Okay. So just come to us in the spirit of partnership. Shoot us an email. Janet is on call. It's like, we will take care of you. All right. But there's nothing in me that wants you to fail. All right. And I want you to be clear. Now, this is a limited offer. When the class is full, I'm going to close the course. All right. And the payment plan option will disappear. So it'll go poof. I won't keep it up long. All right. So I'm going to invite you to enroll now. If this speaks to you, if this fulfills a need, go ahead and enroll right now. Okay. One, so we can celebrate with you. Two, so that you can actually give yourself the gift that keeps on giving. All right. And three, because you deserve it. You know you don't want to be in that job anymore. You know you don't want to be there. They don't deserve you. You're underappreciated. You're disrespected, and you're treated like crap. They don't value you. Well, let's get you out of there. And the way you do that is by enrolling. Okay. So I'm going to pick the plan that works best for you. All right. And just know that you're loved beyond all measures. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I need to make sure you know. You're going to be expanding your mind, exposing yourself to lessons that will help you mentally shift from employee to entrepreneur. You're going to connect with like-hearted people who are supportive, who believe in you, and who are on your side. You're going to dispose old thoughts, behaviors, and hurts that so you can live a good life. Okay, and you're going to take actions in your life to achieve new results. Discover how to start bringing in new money, learning from lively interactive classes that bring the lessons to life and then make them stick. All right. Listening to lessons at your leisure, and working with some of you will work with me to create custom ways of you bringing in new money right on the spot. All right. So that's my offer. All right. And I just want you to know that I love you, and I'm excited for you. So I'm going to go check in to see. Now, for people who just may have come a little later, just know that go to the New Money University. Okay, and I'm just going to check in to see if there are any questions before we round up. Okay, so let me come here. Okay, any questions or comments? Any questions? I'm just type them in because I want to make sure I handle any questions you have that I didn't think of. Okay. Thank you, Curly. See, that's hot. I think it's hot too, Curly. So, oh, there it is. It's newmoneyu.com, Maxine. And thank you, Lucinda, for putting it in. Oh, love the metaphor block. Thank you. Thank you for that. Questions about anything? Oh, thank you, Lucia. Thank you so much. Very nice. Okay. New Money University. So when you realize your unique perspective, nobody can do what only you can do. That's one of the reasons why you're so awesome. Well, thank you. Okay, any questions, y'all? I'm just making sure you have questions. I don't want to leave you hanging without answering them. Okay. Okay, great. So I don't see any new questions, but I'm gonna keep the line open. All right. We're at 9:33, and we started about 8. I think we started a little bit after 8, so we're right on time. All right. So, to wrap it up, I want to just tell you thank you so much for being with me as we unroll this new puppy. Very excited. And I'm excited too for whomever. I'm not even looking at. I can't even see where the I can't even see because I'm looking at one screen. I haven't looked to see. I'm not looking at the other screen. But I just want to say to you that I just love you. I thank God for you. I'm proud of you, and I look forward to walking with you and serving you at New Money University. I mean, to me, I just think I'm excited that we now have this available for the world and available for you. So know that I love you with my whole heart. You see, if there's anything else I want to share with you before we go. Um, the moment you register, you're going to get an email that's going to get you started immediately. Okay, and it's just I'm excited for your life. You're going to love New Money University, and again, it's my honor and my privilege to be your teacher. So thank you for allowing me to teach you tonight. Thank you for allowing me to teach you with New Money University, and thank you for allowing me to be in your life. You are a magnificent human being who is out to change the world. And I am so proud to know you. And I feel like I just thank God that you would allow me to love you. So know that you are loved beyond measure, okay? And congratulations for those of you who are registering. Woot woot! New Money University, NMU. Holla! Sandra, we need some t-shirts. And just know this, that you are worth so much more than you have ever been taught to believe. And that's all I have for now. So let me check before I say that. Let me check to make sure there aren't any more questions because, I almost always have a time lag before, let me see. Okay. Okay, much love. Okay, it's go to New Money University. Sonia, Jenny, if you need to, just email Sonia just email it to her. Just email the link to her so she don't have to guess. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you, and please know that you're worth so much more than you've ever been taught to believe. Goodbye for now. Yay! Bye bye.